do 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 do. Boop 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 boop. Biddly bitty biddly bitty biddly diddy doo. Diddly diddy doo. Biddly diddy doo. Boop doop doop. Doo doo doo. Do 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 do. In my little hot sun stuff. How is everybody feeling today? How's everybody grooving? Bit of a hard week I've been having at the moment. Not particularly anything bad happening in it. Just it's been one of those days where you're like, ugh, you know? Like, oh, gotta get through this, gotta get through this, gotta get through that. You know how it is. Anyway, this might be the finale, but I've said that every other time. So, you know, take everything I say with a pinch of salt. I'm kind of honestly, there's a bit of me, a tiny bit of me, and by a tiny bit of me, I of course mean a much bigger bit of me, but I don't want to say that because I don't want to be too depressing. That is incredibly annoyed in the way I've chosen to do this. I think I've made many mistakes when it comes to this. I think there's no real way for me to be able to do this in which I would have been happy, based on what I've seen. But there's nothing we can do about that. We gotta soldier forth, and then off stream I'll probably do another million campaigns where everything goes all right and I save everybody. Is that likely? Probably not. But I'll probably play one or two games from a save and just go like, see what happens. I'll probably just watch somebody play through it if I'm being 100% honest. This is where we left it. We've got Karlash, the sadly the Mind Flayer. I don't think there's anything in here. I think I'm just gonna continue forward, you know? Right on. Another attack?
Looks like part of the nether ring, but we'll need to be higher up to climb it.
Okay. Can I, like, interact with it?
Let's see what this does.
Not here. Come. Rise. Join. Waiting.
I suppose we'll need to find somewhere higher up.
I'm really annoyed at what I did with Karlash, but there's not really much I can do now. Hey, Intellect Devourer. Oh. What?
Nautiloid, don't get caught in its fire.
Can I shoot it? Where is it? What? Oh, the Nautiloid is not something I actually physically can attack. Right, got it.
Coming through.
I'm annoyed I can't kill you with that.
What now?
Maybe I should use it on a hex.
Very well.
Right, first things first. I'm the realist.
What's this?
Why is your turn... Oh, your turn is just not yet. That's all it is. Okay, so they're all really far away. There's no way that they'll ever be a problem. In fact, there's a door in the way. Like... Let's see if I can destroy the door. Okay, so there's an attack coming... That doesn't look like an attack. That, in fact, looks like something that's coming to attack me.
On the move.
Who do I want to summon? I could summon Glorp. He seems fun. Summon him. He did absolutely nothing, if you remember, in the last fight, but that's because there were so many Mind Flayers. I mean, what's the chances we deal with another Mind Flayer? Also, does he actually have spell slots? He does. I should not be using his powers as much as I have been using them. Cool. There's no way that they can blimmin' make that thing.
In position.
Is that too... That's too far. We'll move over to here. Okay, we can't hit them from here. So what we're gonna do is... You can transform into a Displacer Beast? Why? Does this have to be on self? Could I do that on myself? Topple the big folk. Huh. You know what? We're gonna wait. In fact, actually... Boom. Is that on now? Yeah, it is. Look at that.
Sliced and burned, dashed and
I mean, you used slow on one person and failed. I'm not going to say that that was an absolute waste. Do you reckon he's going to get hurt there?
You will bleed for her glory.
Okay, let's see the shots. Okay. Doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt. Show me what the purple one does. Show me. Say it. Please don't be summoning a Mind Flayer. Or the Spectre. Be like an Intellect Devourer. Oh, I hate it. It's 4... It's... What? Where were they from? Oh. 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 And this is horrendous.
Fleet of foot.
I guess we dash?
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
It isn't. Luckily you can move up like this. And then maybe... Just like shoot this thing? I'll be completely honest, I'm in a situation here where I don't really know what to do. I can move to here, which would mean I could do a turn.
onward.
Let's do that. We're gonna move to here to do our turn, and we're gonna do this to put up radiant damage. And then the turn. Then you're gonna move... I wish you had a ranged attack that didn't involve using an actual spell, you know? You've got fly though, right? Yeah, let's do this. Can I, like, throw him off the edge? Can I like throw him off the edge? And throw you like here. It didn't knock him prone. Wait, am I in this area? I don't trust myself to not be in that area. That one didn't dash. What's it gonna do? Oh, synaptic discharge, of course. That did nothing. How are you supposed to deal with this if you don't have... If you don't have a load of summons? What happens when if you've been mean and you haven't saved a load of people?
Joy.
How do you not have... Oh, you do have basic flight. Good. I'm glad a lot of us have flight, because this would be a hell of a lot more annoying if we didn't have flight. You know? How much health does this thing have? That's kill them enough spell health. Why did I hit that guy? Hit you. Disadvantage? Okay. Well then we're gonna move more. I don't care if you're directly in the middle. Oh, this is another spot. Oh, that dude's probably dying. I probably should have used this. Doesn't feel like it's any use now. Okay, you stunned one of my boys. That's going to be annoying next turn. Hit him back. I'm not saying the Emperor is a liability. Because that seems to be obvious, if I'm being completely honest. Who hit me? I guess the question is more, what hit me? Okay. Well, I mean, Will just died. But yeah, sure, let's just beeline over to the brain. Can I move to a spot where I don't get shot out of the air? Like there? Okay, Emperor boy. Okay, you're gonna have to take a couple attacks of opportunity. But apparently you can't also then just use your... Take a couple of attacks of opportunity. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Yeah, it'll be fine. Don't stun me. No, you can extract his brain. The Ox is definitely gonna die. Okay, well, I'm kind of scared of using any of these abilities, but I probably should use them, so I'm gonna use them. But, like, while I'm here, I guess I could just kill a couple of these things. Kill you,
Ready
maybe?
for this?
Because you're kind of annoying, and then, like, I don't know, use this. Get that one out. Shoot this dude. Like finish that guy off. I had advantage on that shot, by the way. I had advantage on that. No, I think he can do whatever he wants. Sonic Bite. I think the bowl is dead. I've got a sneaking suspicion that Shadowheart is not in the right spot, and she will die.
I don't think I'll ever look at an ox quite the same.
Yeah, poor Ox. I mean, what's weird is I saved that guy, and he didn't do anything evil. Like, I fully expected it to be like, oh, you've made a mistake here. You've let the great ox of super death into the world, and it just kind of felt like I helped an ox, and that was it. You know?
I know what to do. Got to press on.
Yeah, you can stay here. You're not getting attacked. I guess actually move a bit here as well. Move a bit here. Yeah, that's good.
Where do I go from here?
You, look, I don't know what's happening with you, Emperor. You really need to start healing more. Here, yeah, heal. Give yourself some volatile shield, and then just fly like. I guess this guy exists. Let me just finish him off. No, I don't think I need to use my crit on that thing. If I'm being completely honest, probably should have saved the crit for something better. Okay, that person's good. Then it's 3 Mind Flayers' turns. Hopefully many of them can't get to a spot that's actually good. I'm like 90% sure she just walks into
Got it.
into hell. But maybe I'm wrong. Like, I could dash and maybe try and attack this guy, but I think this is funnier. Just finish this dude off. There's a couple of intellect of ours, which I think are just going to dash and probably then kill themselves on cannon fire. Yep, because they don't even think about their allies. Have you just lost by doing that? Or am I completely wrong? That's in the circle. I think the game realizes that and is now glitched. Random intellect hour is... So this thing's on fire. Which implies that maybe somebody's hit it. What am I supposed to do without Will? Is Will just dead? I feel like he is, and he's just in one of those bodies now. What? Who got hit? You got hit? By what?
Keep coming. We can't keep fighting them forever.
Yeah, I know they keep coming and that we can't keep fighting them all together. I may as well just dash, right? Yeah, like dash to here. Open the door. Get on the floor, everybody do yada yada. Yes, dragon! I knew they'd do something. It only took 3 I think, adult dragons to take down a Nautilus.
You are persistent. You have function. Leave them. Join us.
Witness. Perfection. I love that show. God, I love that cowboy hat. I don't remember where I got it, and I don't remember if it's actually good. But I remember it being fun. Hey, Will, you're back! Get over here, Will. Will? Make it over here. Will? Will? Okay, hold on a second, let me unchain. Will? What are you doing? Look, I'm not saying that you should just jump this, but come on. You know what to do. Look, it's fire. It hurts, sure. I'm not checking these bodies. I refuse to believe they have anything on them that would be remotely useful for me.
I've got a long road ahead.
Okay, we're doing our preparations now. First off, Will, stop being on fire. Volo's Guide to Monsters. Excuse me, what is this buff? Oh, that's a real good buff, actually. Everybody do their buffs. I'm gonna summon us. You summon your Cambion. That's it. That's our only things. Then we do the ceremonial checking of this random chest that's here. Long rest. Invisibility. Saving of the game. We'll call it whatever the oldest save is. So, I said I committed to that. Whatever the oldest save is. Cool. Look, I committed to making the joke and I had to follow through. Is everybody ready? Nope. Let's go. How do we even climb that? That doesn't have any, like, notable... I guess it's flesh, so you can hang on to it, kind of. We've got this. Karlash has this. I've got this. Oh, it's the brainstem. Oh, I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. Oh. What's the fighting arena gonna be? I assumed it was gonna be this top of this and it was gonna, like, nestle in at the top. Wait, that's a mind-controlled dragon. I didn't know that that could happen. Why did it specifically show me a mind-controlled dragon? Is that supposed to represent that they're already losing? That the dragons are now not even going to be able to help me? Oh, it's a living
There it
embodiment.
is. The crown. The very thing that has been amplifying the Netherbrain's power. And the very place that we will be able to dominate it.
Sure.
That's where we should use the Netherstones.
Very well. Pod. What are they going to be? Copies of me? Oh.
What the hells are those things?
I have not a clue. They are you.
There you are,
Oh, never mind. That's not what they said at all.
daughter of darkness. Shunned by the goddess. The fury of Avern.
As a mind player, yeah.
The pride of Baldur's Gate. You are spectacular.
You didn't say me. You didn't say me.
And you will make spectacular thralls.
I love that design, by the way. The face that is just the brain. Oh, that's why they showed the dragon. Wait, are we fighting a dragon as the boss of Dungeons and Dragons?
Spell again and break its will.
Time to cast an Orlo is on his way. It will appear soon. Right. So the plan is... Does this thing have a health? It doesn't. Are you just supposed to make your way to the Nautiloid and then cast the spell? And I believe you have the spell? Right. I mean, this is the point in which you start using your big spells, right? What do I have as a big spell? That's a very good question. Me. I have flesh to Can I atrophy him? 4%. Countermeasure Cleric. Oathless Wretch. Pact Splitter. Oh, it's 2 Warlocks. 1 Cleric and 1 Paladin. Got ya. I'm gonna atrophy this guy. Because I'm scared. Did they... Oh, it backlashed me. Right, okay. I mean, if I can get rid of any of the mirror images... Oh, I got rid of a couple, actually. That's surprisingly relevant. Should have flown over there.
Fearless.
I already think I'm gonna lose, if I'm being completely honest with you. The reason why I'm like, I think I'm gonna lose is because I already feel scared out of my mind. I got a 25% chance of succeeding at that. Is that worth... Is a 25% chance worth taking? I could take 2... Ooh, 55... Hold on a second.
Coming through.
Hold on a goddamn second. A 55% chance. And another 55%... A 70% chance. I'll do the 255. One's gone. One's gone. That's huge. That's actually huge.
I'll have to keep going.
Oh. A tentacle. That's... It's not great. Let's just casually do this. Gonna also summon one of these, like right here. Does it get its turn? No, it doesn't. Of course it doesn't. Okay, it's your turn. So what's the specifics on this? Sure. That's useful.
Some blood.
So what's the spell we have to cast? Do you have it? What's the spell? I just assumed she would have it. We're gonna move to here. So we're kind of also doing this. And then we're gonna, what was that ability that I just saw? The nebulous black hole? No, it was the thing that also stunned me. Stunned them. Not me. Sorry, I have none of these abilities normally. I guess it is nebulous black. I swear there was one that said an also potentially stun. But I guess not. No, because it was a big AoE thing. This one. Mind Blast. Holy damn, we stunned the dragon. We actually stunned the dragon. That's insane. What's the specifics on stun? They're just stunned. Right, okay. And then let's put a volatile shield on you. Where's the volatile shield? I'm sorry, I know that this is probably not great to look at, but I don't know these spells very well. I guess I've missed it. Am I an idiot? Oh, this one. Oh, I can choose multiple people? Yeah, I think I'll choose also Shadowheart. Harm on Shadowheart. I mean, harm would mean that this... You know what, I'll counter that. And Psychic Right Blast it. Never mind, it didn't work. The counter didn't work. There's no point in keeping counters. Hypnotic Pattern? Heat Metal? That's not fair. Okay, well, we got through a turn of this thing, which was surprising. Shadowheart is almost dead. which is never a good sign. This dude's still banished. This dude is in the second stage of Flesh 2 Stone. This guy can't be knocked off, sadly. Can I knock off these boys, maybe? Maybe. You know what? We're gonna do something insane. We're gonna move over to here. Keep moving. Of course, another thing appears. Can I hold monster this thing yet? No. Because that would break my concentration on Flesh to Stone. Boop, 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 boop. That one's dead. You're hypnotized. Oh no, but that broke? Okay, never mind. You're gonna fly all the way to here. Effectively, I'm using these summons to block areas. Make it so that there is like reasons to attack people that aren't me.
Forever dauntless.
That's really it when it comes to this. You obviously you're going to move a bit.
Making my move.
Although I wonder if moving inherently is summoning these things or whether it's something else. This dude's almost gone. At least it feels like he's almost gone. Let's just casually just add slow to a bunch of people. You know? I don't think there's any other enemies in the area. I guess there. That's good.
Let's end this.
Execute.
Wait, why are you no longer banished? Did I accidentally screw that over? That's a shame. That doesn't hit any allies. Nope. Cool. Welp. I keep forgetting how concentration works, even though I've played many D&D. Compulsion. Right, okay, this is what we're gonna do. You can fly to there. Okay, we're gonna dash first. Okay, what's this say? Right. We're gonna dash first. We're gonna move to here.
Heading out.
And then, like, I'm just gonna do this. Wait, channeling? How long do I have to do this for? Oh. Well, let's see what they focus on. Do you reckon it's gonna be the person? Oh, it's not the person that's casting the spell. Never mind. Ow. Don't use your turn on me. Focus the other things. I wonder if that dragon's gonna focus us. On 6 targets. That's probably gonna kill me. Idiot, I have blimmin' resistance to fire. And that doesn't knock me down, mate. That guy's gonna do it though. No, he doesn't even do it. Okay, what the hell is happening here? What? How is this possible? I don't just win like this, right?
Too much to bear.
What? Why am I not winning? How long do I have to wait channeling? Game? Also, stop getting Shadowheart hit. Do I have something I can throw at Shadowheart? Do I do have a healing potion I can throw at Shadowheart.
Hope this ends well.
Yeah, execute, subjugate, who cares? No, there's no way I should be shooting at him.
Holding back. Making my move.
Okay, well, I mean, these guys are slowed. Am I keeping concentration on that? No. Let's try again. Round 2. You're not slowed. You're not slowed. Let's start hitting all of these dudes here. You. Some of them were slowed.
Let's finish this.
Go into melee with this boy. I'm fine if you get hurt. That's a risk you're willing to take. I don't know. I don't know. Are you a humanoid? No, you're not a humanoid. No. That's useless. I guess I could throw you. Can I throw this thing? No, of course not. Do we have like Mind Blast here? Do you have a Mind Blast attack? No, because that would make sense. Oh, we won! We won! That was a fight!
You
That-
feel it. A sudden shift. The brain is weakening. Its grasp of itself slipping. This is your chance.
Come on, Carl Ash. You got this.
Even bound, its will is stronger than anything you've ever felt. The chains shake, threatening to break at any moment.
You've got this, Carl Ash. I believe in you.
Its will is weakening. Let's finish this.
Are you kidding me? Carl Ash has to fight this thing? Oh, you have no idea who you're dealing with. Oh, Elder Brain. Yeah, I think I'm going to, Searing Smite? Just because it's more damage? Yeah, I'll do this.
Try about it.
You know what? Let's just make that a crit. Oh yeah, okay. That was round 2. Round 1. Okay. Yeah, I'll third level Divine Smite this. Also, you might be paralyzed now. It didn't work. Well, that's only 2 attacks, game. Fine. Inflict wounds on Shadowheart, that's fine. No. We're 100% gonna probably die here. But if we literally just have to survive this round, then I'm fine. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's me down. They haven't gone Shadowheart, which is good. I was fully expecting that to then hit Shadowheart. Right, okay. What's the Unbreakable Will doing? What the hell was that? Orb of Negation. Did it do anything? Orb will explode, doing 2 to 200 force damage. Okay, that's fine. I mean, it's not great, but it's fine. That person's stunned.
This is my time.
If I can save them, which one of these people is stunned? It's Karlash, right? Can I help unstun them? No. I guess I can save me. What are the chances I die from an opportunity attack? Okay, he didn't die from the opportunity attack. If we want to be completely right about it, right? Oh, who am I kidding? None of these attacks matter. I'm not 100% sure this guy's attacks matter. You like, just like throw him over there. The only thing that matters is Karlash. And more specifically, it's the smites. It's dead. Karlash was the perfect person to send in there, you know?
Reconsider. Assess. Implore. Surrender.
I don't think we're taking the surrender.
Subdued. At last. This is its death rattle.
Spare me. Join me.
Wield me. Become absolute.
This is it, soldier. This is what we fought for. Time to end this thing. The brain is on the cusp of its final thought, and it's taking all of Karlach's strength to keep it there. An opportunity, perhaps.
Go ahead, Karlash. This moment's yours.
No more tadpoles, Brain. It's time to die.
My master. I must obey. I must end.
Interesting boss fight, honestly. I'm 50-50 on it, if I'm being completely honest.
Hopes, nightmares, and the screams of legions upon legions of unborn Illithids.
On one hand, I'm like,
The pain rips through you, obliterating
I'll talk after
all
this.
thought, all feeling. Your tadpole burns in your brain.
oh no, we need to get that crown, like, quickly.
Silence. For the first time in a long time, your thoughts are entirely your own. And then, gravity.
I mean, the Nautiloids still are creatures, right? They're just not being commanded. God, this city's gonna take a while to recover from this, if I'm being honest. And therapy's gonna be needed at an all-time high. I should have used more of those call for helps. I didn't even think to use them in that final fight. They would have been better than doing a lot of things, actually. Getting on a boat is... I'm not sure if that's a good idea or not. It's a good thing that you, that it landed in the water, though. Can you imagine that hitting, like, the Capitol building or whatever the... Oh, especially with that. I guess they had to have a dragon in there for the final boss, right? It's D&D. Oh, is it gonna do the everybody's connected so they just die now? Kill it! Kill it with fire! Never mind, this person's just an absolute badass. There's nothing to say that that Mind Flayer was, like, physically weaker. Kill it! Kill it with the scythe! Why do you have a scythe? You're not in a farming area! The dude with the club is the most badass. He just has a club. How is that fair? God, they must have been severely weakened. I must have been wrong. They must have been severely weakened for him to be able to do that. Come on, do a cheer. Come on, do a bit of a cheer. I hope the dude who was saving that tree is okay. Yeah, there's the cheer. Scream of victory.
Everything you did, everything you sacrificed, it was worth it. For this.
Is that the tree guy? No, it's not. Yeah, but every one of my friends is also now going to disappear. Except for, like, Shadowheart. Because Shadowheart is, not got something that's immediately going to kill her. Hey, Astarion's there.
We did it. We actually did it.
And the city's still standing.
The city will cheer us, but it is the triumph itself, the very smiting of evil, that should lift our hearts.
My mind is clear. Its burden lifted. When the Netherbrain died,
I hope
the
they didn't
tadpoles
rot in the
died with
brain.
it. No offense meant, of course.
I can never forget your sacrifice for us. For the city.
It's all right. I knew what I was doing.
This wouldn't have been possible without you. We'd all be the thralls of that thing or worse. Instead, we're free.
Yeah, thank you, Karlash. Severely, thank you. You are the actual true hero of the story. I'm sorry I couldn't think of a better way to save you. You saved everyone.
I did, didn't I? I saved the fucking world. And I think I might live long enough to tell the tale too.
Skvar, you may have succeeded, but I have failed. Gith's son is dead, and Vlaakith has abandoned me. I will be hunted by her Inquisition to the ends of the world. I must leave. I have nothing more to gain by being here.
Yeah, sorry, Lae'zel. DC 30. Yeah, sure. I'll try it.
You, my ally, my peer. It will be a restless life while the false queen reigns over my people. But a life nonetheless, and a free one.
Exactly.
Yes, I will stay. My destiny is for neither Vlaakith nor Orpheus to decree. It is mine. We fought well together. I will gladly fight with you again. If not the Astral Seas, then here, and wherever else we go.
Yeah, those dragons are surprisingly not trying to kill me. I didn't notice that there were the Githyanki on them, by the way.
Look, the Githyanki take flight.
With the Githyanki gone, there's nothing left but the silence of the city. Smoldering, waiting to be rebuilt. But it seems that Gale's mind is elsewhere.
The crown. It's somewhere in the Gionthar. If I salvage the stones, I can reforge it.
No!
Once I have, I'll return it to Mystra. She'll cure me of my affliction. And I'll finally be free.
I think if you just give it to her... Better yet, you'll be her chosen again.
And a more deserving one this time around. If this adventure has taught me anything, is that there are things in this world far more valuable than power. Besides, growing quite fond of this merry band of ours, but I'd quite like to see what happens to it. I'm sure Mystra will summon me soon enough, but until then, I propose we celebrate our victory the mortal way, with a drink in our hands and reckless abandon in our hearts.
I never tried using one of those soul coins on Karlash. A celebration sounds perfect.
Excellent. Let's see if the elf song's still standing. Their Golden Sands brew goes down real easy.
I will not be joining you. I fear my presence will be no more welcome in the streets of the city than it ever was.
I hope the Knights and Shadows treat you well. You're an odd friend, but I suppose a friend still.
I will miss you too.
Now that you no longer live in each
Aww.
other's minds, it's hard to tell if the Mind Flayer is being sincere.
I have to
or
assume
perhaps no
so.
harder than it ever was.
I honestly don't mind what we do once we get to the... Ow! What the... Oh no. Oh God. Well, it was nice when it lasted. Ah! I'm sorry. I have to go.
Astarion. Burnt by the sun again. God's damn, that's fucking cruel.
I mean, we can have the party at night, right? Or, you know, I could have put a leaf over him. Like, I could have... An umbrella?
It's over. And it's all because of you.
Karlash. It's mostly because of Karlash.
Who were destined to become a thrall. Thanks to you, there will be no Illithid Empire. No Death God's tyranny.
Yeah, there's a dog there. Almost like Scratch, who I actually did kill.
You have earned your place amongst the legends of the Sword Coast.
Yeah, except that guy's a mind flayer and he doesn't really
You
like the
are
country.
saviors
City
of
anymore, really.
Baldur's Gate.
Do, 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 do. End credit scene? If this ends now, I'm ending the stream, by the way. Unless I find something really obvious to do that's Baldur's Gate related. Okay,
Last night was perfect.
What?
Though I couldn't help lying there thinking about my parents before you stirred.
They wanted... It's normal. You're still grieving.
I gave them the release they asked for. Freed myself from Shah's grasp just as they wished for. But there's moments where I think I'd trade that to be able to see them again. Talk to them again. There's so much only they could have told me. But that's all gone now. I've got to move on. Find some place for myself.
There's a place by my side if you want it.
I was hoping you'd say that. Whatever lies ahead will be far less daunting if I have you. It could be just like old times. Well, hopefully
I
not
really
exactly
wish I had
like
chosen
old
something
times.
different for...
I think I've had enough camping and mortal peril for one lifetime.
Oh, camping's okay. I really wish they were wearing the clothing I was wearing. The commoner's clothing. I don't like this. No, I don't like this. It's very weird. I know it's my own fault, but it comes up so briefly but when it does come up, I'm just weirded out by it, you know? I liked this place.
Since the Netherbrain fell, you and Shadowheart have seen more of Faerun than you ever thought possible. She no longer shies from wolves or water. Nothing in
That's
the
so
world
much
frightens
better.
her anymore. And you feel you could face anything by her side.
That's really
One
good.
day, you receive a letter passed to you by a stranger who bows with deference.
Oh.
An invitation to a gathering of the friends and allies who stood by your side in the fight.
I hope
against the
Karlash is
Absolute.
okay.
He wasted no time in packing and set off on the long road back to where all of your adventures together began.
Oh, we're having it where the tieflings did the thing. Hey, Withers! Astarion didn't look that happy. There's Will.
Thou wert called here, some from above, some below. For with thine bond,
Together thou hast kept the wheel of fate spinning when it threatened to halt. Though thou wert drawn far apart in the months after the collapse of the Absolute, tonight, fate renews thy bond once more.
Oh, there she is.
Thou shouldst take care to preserve it. It is a great weapon, wielded in the hand of good. Go. Know one another once more.
Oh! Oh! All I want to do is talk to this little boy. It's good to see
He
you.
looks coyly at the ground, suddenly shy.
Oh. I wish I had my speak with animals thing on. Oh. Wait, no. Warlock spells, please. Where's my invocation? There it is! There he is.
What a lovely occasion this is.
Nice to be here. Nice to see friends.
Yes! That's all I wanted to hear. Shadowheart.
I'm going to get very hungry very soon.
Hey, Karlash.
Ah, soldier. How glad I am to see you again. I'd started to wonder if I ever would.
I was waiting for an invitation.
Maybe I thought our paths would cross on their own. Or maybe I wasn't sure what you'd make of me. I've changed so much. But then again, you have too.
Defeating the Dead 3 will do that to you.
Don't I know it? It went so fast, didn't it? One moment we were
It's
on
not
the
Karlash
mountain
anymore, is it?
The next, we were here. I'd ask you what you'd been up to for 6 whole months, but then I'd have to reciprocate. And I'm not sure you're ready for the truth.
After all the times, after all we've been through together, you don't have to hide anything from me.
Let us test that theory. Do you remember how my favorite food used to be mutton chops? I'm now far more interested in, well, brains.
Comes with the illicit territory, I suppose.
True. But I've found ways to maintain my values while respecting that which I am. That which made it possible for me to live. I've made arrangements with a healer in the city. When a patient is beyond saving, but still able to speak for themselves, they're offered a choice. They can go as nature intends to take them, or when they're ready, when their goodbyes have been said.
This doesn't sound like a bad thing, Karlash.
Settled, and all that awaits them is pain. I relieve them. When I consume their brains, I am nourished by much more than the physical nutrition. Their memories, from birth to death, become part of me. I've lived hundreds of childhoods, first loves, marriages, feuds, and friendships. I remember them all. And in this way, we all live on together.
I never expected this to be your life, Karlash, but I'm happy for you.
Thanks, soldier. It's good to see you looking so well. And now that we've connected again, don't be a stranger.
Hey.
Enjoy the night, my friend. I know I will.
Oh.
There you are.
Hey, Gale.
Well, well. Look what the Tressim dragged in. Professor Gale Decarius of Blackstaff Academy. Educator of the esteemed School of Illusion. A pleasure to remake your acquaintance.
You confine yourself to the School of Illusion? I'd have thought you teach the whole curriculum.
I did offer, as a matter of fact. However, the Blackstaff insisted I couldn't teach every subject, nor could the simulacra of myself I offered to create for that purpose. So I've settled for teaching the art of illusion. Magic to confound the senses, to render the impossible into reality, and to allow expression of that most magical attribute of all, imagination. I fear my students find me somewhat intimidating due to my, explosive former reputation.
Fear of God.
I seem to put
Very
the fear
funny.
of the gods into them. Or the fear of Mystra, to be more specific.
I mean, it makes sense.
I surrendered the crown of Karsus to her, as I told you I would. And in return, she cured me of the orb at last. Even now, I struggle to put the feelings into words. It was like exhaling for the first time after holding my breath for so very long. Of course, I haven't clarified with my students that the orb is no longer a threat. The legend of my explosive capabilities is an excellent means of controlling a classroom. Too good, if anything. I spend most of my time trying to convince them how much fun the study of magic can be.
It is quite fun.
But it'd be easier to crack a smile on an intellect devourer than some of my pupils.
Don't worry. I can say from experience. You're an excellent teacher.
Ah, so you still remember our little lesson. It was at that moment, the weave connecting us, that I realized how much your friendship had come to mean to me. As it still does. You were, of course, indulging me in submitting to such a lesson. Teaching you was hardly an effort at all. Not like my present cohort of apprentices. Oh, they try their best, of course, when they can manage to stay awake.
The cheek of them! Nothing a well-placed swipe from Tara can't fix, though.
Very cute.
What of you? What are you making of this newfound lease of life we earned?
I confess, I found life a little too quiet since our journey has come to an end. I found the love of life, so I'd say I'm pretty happy.
And I couldn't be happier for you. A fitting reward for the sacrifices you made in getting here. I've told my students plenty of tales about our escapades. You're something of a hero to them, you know? I'll be delighted to introduce you to my current cohort as a guest lecturer, perhaps. I'm sure they'd have plenty of questions for you.
It would be my pleasure.
Excellent. I knew you wouldn't be able to resist the allure of sharing your expertise. Of course, you'll be most welcome to stay with me in my tower. My apologies, Tara. That would be our tower.
Yeah. Oh, I like Tara. I haven't met Tara yet.
Give us plenty of time to catch up on your adventures. I'm very curious to know what you've been up to these past months. But I suspect the telling of that tale would keep you tied to me all evening. So, in the spirit of selflessness, I encourage you to mix and mingle for now, with time enough to come.
Very cool. There's Gale. Who the hell is this guy? Why does he have 100 health?
Well, look who decided to turn up. I wasn't sure our withered old friend could live up to his promise. But here we are. And you're looking more delicious than ever, if you don't mind me saying.
I do.
Whatever you've been doing with your time, it clearly worked wonders.
You can thank my partner for that. Being with them has been a blessing.
Love is a powerful tonic. And where better to celebrate our good fortune? An old haunt with old friends.
You seem happy. Have you been drinking?
Cheeky. I've been very well behaved, thank you. I've taken a turn as an adventurer and hero. It turns out no one actually cares about murder, as long as you murder the right people. And apparently I'm rather good at it.
You're a bounty hunter. Astarion, one of the good guys. Who would have thought?
Let's not get carried away, darling. I'm still me. Perhaps more me than I've ever been.
So what's next for you? Going to keep living the good life?
Hardly. Good people don't spend as much time lurking in the dark as I do. You know, it's funny. At first, I thought I was trapped by the shadows, cursed to live in them forever. But in time, I realized that darkness is as much a part of me as my fangs. This is only a curse as long as I refuse to embrace the shadows. So, I decided I would. I decided not to be defined by the choices other people made, by what other people did to me. My past may be done, but my present, my future, they're mine. This is who I am, in all my glory, for better and for worse.
I like it. I'm glad to hear it. Acceptance looks good on you.
That being said, I haven't completely given up on returning to the sun. If the opportunity presented itself, well, I wouldn't say no. But until then, I am happy.
Good.
We've had quite the journey, you and I. From the moment I first threatened you, I knew you were someone special. Someone to take on the world with. I will miss our time together. But then again, maybe this isn't goodbye. So much as it's, see you later, darling.
Aww. Will, buddy.
God, I smell like a 70-year-old cinder. Withers yanked me from Avernus with my blade halfway through a Cambion's belly without so much as a chance at washing up. I'll forget all that. By the stars' light and the moon's glow, it's so good to see you, and I've got so much to tell you. The Hell Hunt's no mere duty. It's a thrill. The demons I've disintegrated, the devilkin I've bled, the stories I could share. I don't suppose you'd indulge me.
A tale of battle told by the legendary Blade of Avernus? I'm all ears.
Yes, but just the one, or I'll be yammering all night. You want to hear about the Amnitsu at the Styx, the three-tusked Orthon, or the invading Gorestroi?
Obviously about the Amnuzu?
Styx devils, they're called. They usually prefer the frozen wastes of Stygia, but Zariel's got a few of her own for guarding the River of Blood. Fat bastards, all of them. Was on the heels of Amerigan who'd been stalking the wild hills and sprinted a little too close to the Styx. I felt my mind start to drain, an Amnitsu speciality. Bought just enough time for one of its minions to grab me and dangle me over the river. Could feel the Styx tugging at my memories as I hung over it, eager to drink me dry. But not even the Hell's minions are immune to a circle of death, and I had just enough strength left to conjure one.
That's a pretty powerful
Let free of
spell.
the minion's grasp, unsheathed my short swords, and rushed at the Amnitsu in a fury. When I'd finished, all that remained was a pair of paltry wings on top a pile of viscera.
Incredible story. I wish I'd been around to see it play out. Father must have been proud of you. I'm surprised Mizora afforded you so much freedom.
She's kept me on a long leash, if you can believe it. Every target she's set me on's been a demonic intruder. Tenari assassins who slip into Avernus. Armonites that amass near the Styx. My next mark's the most challenging yet. Or so she says. I don't know much more. Only that it's no demon, but a devil.
She's gonna send you after Avernus.
I don't know what it is or how she plans to win, but I can tell you this much. I'd fall on my own blade and join the blood war in an instant should Zariel's hell-touched fingers stretch towards the coast. And as long as I'm more useful as a warlock, that's not a risk Mizora would take.
Good. Your father must be proud of you. Have you been visiting?
I've seen him more than a few times. And he's as proud of me as I am of him.
Aww.
He's leading the city's renewal, opened the gates to all newcomers, rebuilt the council from scratch. And he's back in his element, commanding the Flaming Fist with brave heart and no shortage of empathy. The likes of Gortash can bend people's minds with a few chosen words. No tadpole needed. Bane's Chosen primed the Fist for a war they weren't meant to win. He convinced them there was an assassin hiding in every shadow.
It kind of was.
Cruelty was the correct answer to crisis. With a few exceptions, fathers pardoned every last fist. If my forgiveness not be Tyr's will, so be it. I shall forgive them all the same.
Aww.
His words.
He's a good guy. Glad he's alive.
He still believes in the bow and the blade, but with Floric's help, he's teaching the Fist a new lesson. Valor is found not in the wounds you inflict, but in the lives that you have bettered.
Nice.
May they all take it to heart.
You were a pleasure to be around.
I've missed you too. The rush of battles we fought, the heart-to-hearts, the nights around the fire, the comfort of knowing I didn't face the unknown alone. If I had to do it all over again, and I'd rather not, to be clear, I can't imagine not having you at my side.
Incredible story, by the way. I wish I was there to see it play
I
out.
wish you'd been there to join in. Oh, to battle together, just like the old days. I suppose that's my way of saying I miss you. Tonight, I toast not just the people we've become, but the people we were. Warriors, winners, saviors.
Nice.
Go on, the night's young. You shouldn't waste a moment of it. Or waste a single drop of wine for that matter. I plan on downing half a bottle myself. Oops, did I say half a bottle? I meant half a dozen.
Funny. Oh, grateful words. Oh, that's cool. Let me have a read of this. Official guild letter. Yeah, I'll take all of them. Give me a second. To the hero of the realms, we have followed your adventures closely. From the day you fell from the doomed Nautiloid to the final blow you struck at the Netherbrain as it loomed over the Sword Coast. We are but a humble guild who prides ourselves in telling stories, not unlike the tales to be written of you for many years to come. How inspired we have been to witness your feat awesome and terrible, the lives you've saved and sundered, the friendships you've found. Thus we thought to extend a greeting to thank you for adventuring with such creative determination, such panache, enough to touch the hearts of each of our number. With deepest gratitude, the Guild of Great Geniuses. To whom it may concern, Withers gave me this address and said I could consider writing, thus an update. The Ironhand gnomes are nearly beyond help, but I've managed to yoke them into something resembling a cohort cohort force for innovation. We've been hired to assist in the city's reconstruction, and our steam-powered object motoricians are helping to move building supplies in every part of the city. It's nothing really. I am well. I trust you are too. We deserve it after all, don't we? To an old acquaintance. I write to you from the sunny porch of the Last Light Inn. A light breeze blows now and then. People are milling in and out, builders, visitors, the children of all ages in Halsin's care. I can no longer hold a quill or eat without assistance. A kind friend is transcribing this for me. Thaniel, rejoined with Oliver, has promised to be with me when the end comes, and as our old songs drift on the wind even ever louder, I know I have mere days left. But I do not fear it. If not for your help, this land would still be shrouded in darkness, and I'd still be lost within it. Know that my heart is full and happy, and I am grateful for my last moments. Do visit sometime, and if you have time to stop by an old Flaming Fist's grave, I know I'd love to see you. Salutations. I am writing to request your help in a mysterious case that has arisen since our little Baldian bash at half a year ago. Regrettably, I've had to take credit for dispelling the Baal cult, in your absence, you understand, and I am working on routing the remaining Baal lists from our fair city, with the newly promoted Blaze Develia Fountainhead in tow, of course. This has made me a target. A false document bringing my name into ill repute has been made public. An alleged unpaid bar tab at Elfsong. If you happen to be passing through with a bundle of coin, perhaps you could persuade management of my obvious innocence. Much obliged, Investigator Valerie, Sleuth of Helm. P.S. Any advice on getting Baal blood out of cloth? My hat's not been the same since the murder tribunal. Hero of Baldur's Gate, vanquisher of the Absolute. The city is forever in your debt, for without your valor, your audacity, your sacrifice, it would not know renewal. It is not temples and inns and homes that I speak of, but hearts. Baldur's Gate can never be the city it was before. It suffered the Absolute's touch, and that is as it should be. The survivors have borne witness to their homes near destruction. They have come to regret turning a blind eye to the cruelty Gortash disguised as safety and security, and they understand, just as I have come to understand, that trust and compassion and unity are the foundations of Baldur's Gate. Our gates are open once more to the disowned and displaced. The Flaming Fist will learn to be true servants of the people, and I will devote myself to ridding the gate of the shameful fears that allowed evil to enter our homes and sit at our tables. I already read this one. Game. Hey you, it's Arabella. You remember me, right? Bowman once said I need to find balance. Where creation meets ruin, where morning meets midnight, the root of all beings. Fancy talk. He was right, though. After I touched that idol in the grove, it was like a big tree started to grow in my head, and all these weird thoughts and feelings and powers sprouted on its branches like big black leaves. I had to figure myself out, so I followed the weave like Bowman said. I don't know how I knew what to do, I just did. After you squished the brain, Beardman showed up, said the weave led him to me, and me to him. He's teaching me how to make sense of all these leaves on my head tree. He said I need to use magic responsibly. He also said not to call him Beardman. I'll let you know how it goes. I'm assuming that's Elminster. I will not be silenced, E. Needling with Edrav. Friends, Baldrians, my people, consider our loss. Our lauded and benevolent parties maimed, our great upper city libraries demolished, the very beating heart of our great city, the right to speak freely, dead upon the cobbles. Do you not see, my friends? Lord Gortash, formerly our greatest bulwark against the Absolute, is now smeared as a collaborator, his allies and colleagues tossed aside, former publications' repute turning to censorious farces, I ask you. Right. My friend, no, my darling, greetings from the Mezabazan, where the blood you so kindly traded me is ready to play its part in resurrecting the glorious House Oblodoir. From the moment I saw you, I knew you had power. I knew that I could harness it. I knew that it could be mine. Soon I will descend into the abyss my people call the Claw Rift, searching for my lost house in its depths. Will it be dangerous? Yes, most dangerous. But do not fear, darling. Your strength will see me through. I will find the ruins of my house, and when I emerge again, it will be as matron mother of House Reborn. All thanks to you. All thanks to the power in your blood. Until we meet again, my darling. Dear friend, I doubted you for so long. Perhaps you knew that already. In spite of my best attempts, you proved yourself time and again at Wulkeen's Rest, in Moonrise Towers, in Worm's Rock, and still I doubted. The Netherbrain's defeat should have proven your courage, yet I was more doubtful than ever. This was a ruse, a dream, a trick, and then one eve, from the elf song, I heard it, singing, a raucous, lewd, tuneless, drunken refrain. I'd never heard anything more terrible and more beautiful. I raised my voice and joined the chorus. That was the moment all my doubt melted away and was replaced with something more valuable, hope. Baldur's Gate will be whole again. I might have doubted you, but you never did. Hello, friend. I'm sorry it's been so long, but I have the most amazing news. You know how Lucresa was working insane hours at the Elfsong Tavern? Well, she woke me up one morning, all excited, and told me she had a surprise for me. She took me to a house in the lower city that had a plaque hanging outside it. A plaque with yours and Lithiala's name on it, and the School of Music beneath. I just burst into tears. I couldn't believe it. It's the cutest house you'll ever seen, with a big open space downstairs and a small loft where we can sleep. Word spread, and before I knew it, I had a room packed with trainee bards from Candlekeep to Waterdeep. Lucresa had to quit the Elfsong to help me out. I'm teaching night and day, and I fall in bed utterly exhausted each night, and I've never been happier. Do come and visit sometime. We'd love to have you. Lots of love. Hey there. Would you mind passing this on to Karlash? Thanks a mil. Karlash, if you're reading this, you're alive. One way or another, you found a way. Thank the gods. I think of you often, wondering what's become of you. Write to me, won't you, please? Gale, my boy, I can only apologise for my absence from Wither's little gathering. As you know, only the most urgent business will keep me from indulging myself in his excellent taste in sweetmeats. And your esteemed company, of course. I was delighted to hear that you've come to your senses regarding that cursed crown, and delighted yet further when I learned that the orb's presence no longer poses a threat. In that sense, at least, I hope you feel Mystra treated you fairly. I hear you've been dabbling in the spot of educating, a noble profession indeed, and no doubt after your adventures you've plenty of wisdom to share. If I might offer a modicum of my own, keep your head sharp, your heart kind, and your larder stocked. After all, one never knows when an old friend might drop by. Dear Shadowheart, I hope that you are happy and well. I must keep this short, as I remain surrounded by Shar followers at almost every waking moment in my new enclave. I dearly wish for you to enjoy your nights spent with old friends, and I hope that you and I shall share such a reunion. I know it must seem strange for me to dwell on such heretical thoughts, yet I cannot help myself. Perhaps one day I shall find some measure of bravery that you did, and walk away from this life. Until then, I shall keep safe and hold memories of you as my last one ember of light amid an ocean of darkness. Until we find each other once again. From Voss. Oh god. Yeah, I can't read that. I had a dream last night. Not that there are any nights here, or any days. It was a dream about you, all of you, and you were here with me. And I had served bread and jam and oat crackers and cheese, and enough tea to quench a desert. A desert. You nibbled and sipped and smiled and laughed, and you asked if I was happy. Nobody has asked that for so long that I don't know if anyone has ever asked it at all. I didn't have the words to answer, so instead I led you through my house and showed you all the souls that are here with me. They were once Raphael's once. They were Raphael's once, but now they only belong to themselves. The archives is an art gallery. The boudoir is a grand kitchen, and the dungeon is a refuge for any wounded souls or creatures that find its way here. Am I happy? I don't know, but I am hope, and I persist because of you. Lovely. I hope my penmanship has improved somewhat in the past months. When I first stumbled into the city, I shook so badly that I could scarcely hold the soup the priest pressed into my hands, let alone write and thank you as you deserve. It is only when the city itself began to shake that I felt my hands grow still. Along with the other veterans sheltered at the temple, discards of Ethluru's unworthy legions, I watched that monstrosity rise above the city. We felt no fear, only anger, disgust, purpose, and with it power. I do not know what oath we cling to now, or how long it will last, but we shall use it to ensure that this city will not suffer as our place did, whether it wants us or not. It is more than thanks alone I owe. No words could make amends for what I did to my people, but that is as it should be. More come to the temple every day to aid in the relief efforts, and if I am permitted to work alongside them, then I am content. Come and see us when you can. My friend, we do not communicate as little as it should, but I will allow it. Consider it an indulgence towards your former life, a life that you cling to, yet with the notion of celebration, I cannot fault you. I myself did the same. It was some time before I myself grew to accept my own evolution, and to recognize that it was indeed evolution. Make what memories you must tonight to ease your passage into the future. In time, those you cherish so dearly will become just that, fond memories and nothing more, and when the time comes, call on me. My mind will ever be open to you. Oakfather's blessing to you, unmet friend. You may not know me, but I know a great deal of you. Thanks to our mutual acquaintance Halsin, I am Francesca of the High Forest, and I wish to thank you for all you have done in nature's service. Not only did you rescue a swath of the Oakfather's realm from the shadow, but you likewise helped turn the Emerald Grove from the dark path also. And perhaps more auspiciously of all, you unburdened my dear friend of something that has tormented him for a lifetime. Now I serve as an archdruid in his stead, while he thrives with new purpose. I shall honour all that you did for us by returning to the Grove and its followers to the core principles of balance and harmony. Rest assured, those who were once tempted by darker influences shall return to the Oakfather's true word. You have my eternal thanks and admiration. Your faithful servant, Francesca of the High Forest, Archduke of the Emerald Grove. P.S. I passed on Halsin's message to his dear friend Orm, who is most eager to come join at his new commune. I would not have believed a bear of his size could jump with excitement, had I not witnessed this with my own eyes. I expect Orm will have arrived there by the time Halsin returns from your festivals. A most pleasant surprise for him, I will wager. Very cute. Right, what does this say? So cool. I'm sorry about this.
Though I'm going to get very hungry very soon.
Women murder solve. Rebuilt. Serial killer unmasked. Gondor's no more.
Mustn't think about any of the local brains.
Bard seeks contribution to newest edition. Settlers bound for that. Iron Man wreckage. Not a goblin. Sure. 6 months since the Arch assassination. New Bardic School. Ah. Why is there a dagger right there? Why are we using a +1 dagger to cut meat?
Some of my favorites. Unless my taste in music is too
Pity
antique,
mutton
of course.
chops no longer.
You would think someone of my vintage would be inured to the passage of time. Yet these past 6 months have seemed endless without your company. But now, our paths cross once more.
Let me guess, just as nature intended?
Just as I hoped they would, more like. The Oakfather has been kind to me this past while. Yet I cannot forget the bond we all forged together. It is one that can weather any distance, any passage of time. I know it can. for I feel the longing for old friends in my heart each day.
Aww. You sound like you need a hug.
I always do. Should I ever decline, assume a doppelganger has taken my place.
Here, have a hug. Aww. I love hugs.
That was more than worth the wait.
You can say that again.
That was more than worth the wait? Oh, I suppose you didn't mean that literally. Now, we have much to catch up on. Do not allow me to ramble on. I am eager to hear all you've been doing.
You first, Halsin. I want to hear about the life you've made, the people you've helped.
In that case, very well. Our community grows rapidly. In 6 months, we have turned what was once a shadowy wasteland into a true home for all. In another 6 months, I would wager the scars of the past will be entirely invisible, even to those who remember them.
That's
The
great.
old masonry of Moonrise Towers and Rythwin have been repurposed into new homes, and the land is rich with harvests and bountiful trees. Nature and civilization are in harmony, stronger together.
Sounds wonderful.
It is, truly. Though a more complex, evolving beast than I could ever have anticipated. I spoke often of balance before. Only now do I realize the balance is no simple, fixed thing. We welcome folk from all walks of life. Anyone who wishes for a new start. Naturally, it can be chaotic at times, but it is a thrilling sort of chaos. It thrives in ways I could never have dreamed of.
I'll need to see this place for myself.
You are welcome whenever you like, and for however long you please. Now, please, tell me all, and spare no details. I shall not lie. I have an ulterior motive in wishing to hear all. It is the children, you see. My charges. Their appetite for bedtime tales is greater than I could ever have anticipated. Another story, Daddy Halsin. Another is the chorus that greets me each nightfall. They have all but exhausted my repertoire in but a few short months. No mean feat given the lifetime I have lived. I desperately need new material, please. My reputation is at stake.
Alright, let me see what I have.
I am all ears. Though I never cared for that phrase. A rather unsettling image.
Yeah.
You have kept yourself busy. I expected no less, in truth. I shall be able to keep the children enthralled for a few more nights yet, thanks to you. And should you wish to retell of your exploits in person, well, I shall not object to a night off.
Yeah, sure.
Now, it would be cruel of me to hoard you all to myself for the evening, as much as I would like to. I shall leave you to the others for now, unless there was anything else.
Tell me about Nathaniel and Oliver. Do you see them? Do you see much of them?
Quite often. They come and go as they please, but with so many playmates to avail of, they are far from strangers. They ask after you often. What you did for them will never be forgotten. I can see it in the land all around me. But more importantly, I see it in their faces whenever they visit. To make a child smile is to dabble with the power of gods, as far as I'm concerned.
That's incredible.
Before you go, I have something for you. Just a little keepsake, really. Do you remember how I told you I like to whittle? I made this.
And this is why I wish I had all of them as a party.
Ducks are my favorite, but I thought they were particularly fitting in this case. They are migratory birds, of course, traveling far and wide with the turn of the seasons.
He likes ducks.
Yet, they always find their
Oh,
way
why didn't
back
I
to where
learn
they
more
belong.
about you, Halsin?
Just like
He's
old
so
friends
cool.
find themselves back in each other's company.
He likes ducks. I like ducks. Who doesn't like ducks? It's
Just a
lovely.
token
Thank
to
you.
remember me by. Now, I've taken up enough of your time. Go on. Enjoy the festivities. We can speak again later.
Yes, we can. Who do I need to talk to next? Shadowheart, look. Canonically, I've talked to you a lot already. It's Lae'zel, the... Hey, Lae'zel, what's up?
I never imagined we'd be standing toe-to-toe on this day, in this place. Nothing but allies, I always told myself. A necessary partnership. But in spite of every strained word, every barbed glance, seeing you brings me even more pleasure than taking a royal inquisitor's head.
I like the smile.
Were it not for you, I might not have known the value of partnership, connection. I found new allies now. New friends. People I trust and who trust me in return. We've heard word of a Githyanki outpost hidden deep in Chult, the last of Vlaakith's Sword Coast strongholds. We mean to slay every last Sarth and Kithrak. I thought perhaps you'd care to join us.
I'm in. We'll set out within the 10 day.
You always did have a great fire in your belly. I'm glad to see you have kept it kindled. Now go, mingle while you can. That's the word, right? Mingle?
It
There's
is.
plenty of time yet for slicing scalps and tasting blood.
It is indeed. Lae'zel, I'm glad you had a good life. I kind of fucked you over, so I'm glad you're doing okay. Halsin, I've talked to.
Return to familiar environs.
I've talked to you. I've talked to you. Probably want to talk with,
A pity mutton chops no longer hold any temptation.
I need to talk to the guy. The dude. I swear I saw him. There he is, Volo. Oh, buddy, old pal. What's up, Volo?
Ah, my dear friend, it's been an age, has it not? You're looking very well indeed. Our skeletal friend will be very pleased to see I found my way here, despite my invitation getting lost.
Lol, that's hilarious. It's wonderful to see you, Volo. How have you been?
Busy as ever. Better that than the reverse, wouldn't you say? Every major publishing house on the Sword Coast has been vying for my upcoming book on the subject of our adventures together. I've gotten quite good at replicating your signature, so you needn't even bother with the release form. You might
Jesus.
help me with the title, though. I'm considering The Hero and Me. What do you think?
The hero and I, no?
I, me, it's all Volo as far as I'm concerned. Perhaps, once the manuscript is finished, you'd even be willing to write a foreword? Or better yet, I'll write a draft and you can just sign your name. Better still, I'll sign it for you. Hmm?
Volo.
Ah, your success really has been
Volo,
wonderful for
you're
my
supposed to be
reputation.
good.
But you mustn't let me hog your attention all night, my friend. You've many friends to chat to, and I'd love to listen in.
How did you even get here if Withers didn't tell you? Isn't Withers, like, supposed to be a former god? Oh, wait, no, he's the end thing. Well, let's do it with Shadowheart first. Last person to talk to. And then we'll literally end it. Shadowheart, old buddy, old pal. And literally, canonically...
I didn't expect to be nervous. But seeing everyone here like
That
this,
looks lovely, by the way, the silver.
it's strange, isn't it? I feel like I must have dreamed the last few months. Now I'm waking up back in camp with my hair smelling like wood smoke and fallen leaves stuck to my backside.
That's hilarious. Don't worry, you'll start enjoying yourself in no time.
A little wine might help accelerate the process. So, we should divvy up what we tell people about what we've been doing these past few months. I'd hate to be a bore that comes along and regurgitates the same story to someone moments after you've told them. Any ideas?
You're willing and confident in all things. What do you think is worth telling?
Well, there's the visit to the House of the Moon, fending off Sharan assassins. That stray imp that joined us. Bing bong, wasn't it? We've squeezed in a lot. And I'm glad
That's not what it says there. That doesn't say squeezing a lot. That says we squeezed a lot.
I'm hanging off our every word. I'll leave you to do some mingling, unless you need anything else.
Come here, let me hold you.
Why? Are you expecting to be gone for long?
Well, yeah, it's the end of the story, sadly. Nah. No.
I could get lost in those arms.
I'll be back soon. Enjoy yourself.
Forgetting something?
Fine. I didn't pick the thing, but if she's insisting...
That's more like it. Don't get into trouble, but if you must, fetch me first.
Very cute. Very cute. All of this is very cute. Right, I think this is the end of our story. Could you imagine if I just ended the stream right now? It's like, right, it's the end of the story. We're done. Withers, old buddy, old pal? Let's have a conversation.
This one night is like any other, and yet different. Thou art the savior of Baldur's Gate. Until such time it requires saving again.
Baldur's Gate 4, yeah.
How dost thou feel?
I can't help but feel some things have been left undone.
If thou could only see the paths of fate untaken, thy mind would surely break. Be glad of thy chosen path. It is, after all, thine. Enjoy the revelry of the day. Thou deservest at least that much.
I think I've caught up with everyone. What comes next?
What indeed? Prick up thy ears and listen. The balance of the world restored. The balance of these lives, mortal and otherwise, brought to account. Hear me, thou heroes, wastrels, friends. I have waited long to tell you these words. It is over.
I know.
For now. Thou played thy part in weaving the fabric of fate itself, but for every thread you sewed, so did the gods unravel another. Sleep, rest, revel, but be ready. For thou mayst yet be needed. Until we meet again, I wish thee every possible fortune, health, wealth, love, and above all, problems worth solving.
To the greatest friends I could dream of.
To you.
Aww. Oh. Oh. Loving memory. So yeah, as I was talking about before, the boss fight was a bit lackluster, but it's hard to do a very good boss fight when everyone has access to a load of spells that can effectively trivialize these fights. Overall, I've loved every second of this game. I've loved every second of this. I've made so many mistakes. We've had 44... This is the 44th session of this, and I've loved every second. I hope you guys have had a little bit of fun with this. I hope you've liked what I've done here. In terms of what we'll actually do after this, I'm going to try and get Expedition 33 potentially being the next thing. I've heard the game's very good. Hopefully the game's not going to be too hard, but I probably will put it on easy or something. This won't be the last time I play Baldur's Gate. I know it won't be. This game will be in my mind probably for the next 10 years. Which will probably be, coincidentally, the next time a game as good as this comes out. The music, the voice acting, the action, the setting, you know, the story of the characters, the progression with them. There's a reason why I want to go back and do everything different with different characters. You know, there's there's so many options for classes that I want to try out. There's so many different decisions I want to make. There's quests I didn't complete, even though I tried to do literally everything. There's not really any low points in it. I got a bit confused when I was in the city at the start, though. But it took a bit of time, but I got into it later. But yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, this feels like obviously the place to stop. Next week, we'll probably be playing Expedition 33. If I play it or I see something that I don't like about it, we might play something else. But until then, I wish everybody a wonderful next couple of days. We're finally done. I'll see you again for the next game we play, but until then,